Attention Passionation Cleveland Browns fans, a bombshell just dropped straight out of the AFC North, and it could completely change the course of the season. A major development that might directly affect the Browns' path toward another potential playoff run or even a Super Bowl campaign. We're talking about a twist that could disrupt the franchise's plans and destabilize a key division rival for years. And you're getting this firsthand. But before we dive into this impactful news, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, help strengthen this project. Hit that subscribe button, share this with your friends, and show that you're part of this community that lives and breathes Browns football. Let's push together toward our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Now let's get to what really matters. If you've been following the Browns closely, you know this franchise is no stranger to highs and lows, dramatic turns, and emotional roller coasters. But what's happening right now in the middle of the offseason could be a major turning point. We're talking about the arrest of one of the team's brightest young prospects, running back Quinshon Judkins. Yes, that's right. Judkins, selected by the Browns in the second round of this year's draft out of powerhouse Ohio State, arrived with sky-high expectations. He was viewed as a key piece of the offense, especially after Nick Chubb's departure to the Houston Texans last month. But now, all of that potential is under threat because of an off-field incident. According to authorities, Judkins was arrested last Saturday in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on serious domestic violence charges. The Broward County Sheriff's Office confirmed that he was booked on accusations of touching or striking and domestic battery. These are serious allegations, and the NFL treats this type of case with the utmost severity under its strict personal conduct policy. The Browns front office confirmed that they're aware of the situation and currently gathering all the facts, which is standard protocol in cases like this. But naturally, this news has sent shockwaves through the organization. What makes this even more complicated is the timing. Judkins, the 36th overall pick, has not yet signed his rookie contract. That's not unusual for second-round picks, as negotiations can be more complex when it comes to guaranteed money and contract structure. However, in light of this incident, the situation becomes even more delicate and possibly volatile. It's worth remembering that the NFL can issue suspensions even before the legal process plays out. If the league finds the evidence credible, Judkins could be sidelined for multiple games or even an entire season, and that would directly impact Cleveland's offensive game plan, which relied on him to lead the rushing attack. Judkins was coming off a brilliant college career. Just last season at Ohio State, he rushed for over 1,000 yards and scored 14 touchdowns, helping the Buckeyes reach the national championship game. Prior to that, during his time at Ole Miss, he racked up nearly 2,700 yards and scored 31 touchdowns. Across the seasons, his talent is undeniable, but unfortunately in the NFL, talent alone isn't enough. Now the Browns are facing a dilemma. On one hand, they're committed to developing their young players. On the other, they have to protect the team's reputation and adhere to the league's code of conduct. It's not an easy decision, especially considering the Browns have been working hard to reshape their internal culture under the leadership of General Manager Andrew Berry and head coach Kevin Stefanski. The franchise has prioritized players with discipline, accountability, and clean off-field records. Judkins was seen as a perfect fit for that mold, but this incident puts that philosophy to the test. How will the team respond? Will they sideline Judkins, wait for the legal process to unfold, or try to rehabilitate the player and salvage the situation internally? All of this is happening at a critical moment. The AFC North is one of the toughest divisions in the league, and the Browns need a cohesive, focused roster to go toe-to-toe with the Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers. Any distraction could be costly. The offense, led by Deshaun Watson, still trying to regain consistency after his turbulent arrival, needs reliable playmakers. Judkins was expected to be one of them. If he's suspended or removed from the roster, the Browns may have to rethink their entire rushing strategy. They could look at internal options, explore trade possibilities, or even give a chance to lesser-known names. But that all takes time, and time is not something Cleveland has to waste. For fans, this is heartbreaking news. The excitement surrounding the draft, the hope of seeing a new star emerge in the Browns' backfield, it's all suddenly in limbo. And it's hard not to feel let down, but it's also a moment to come together to prove once again that Browns fans are resilient, always have been. They know how to face adversity head-on. They understand that football comes with risk, both on and off the field. In the end, the Judkins situation is far from resolved. But one thing is certain, all eyes in the NFL are now on Cleveland. And the decisions made in the coming weeks will say a lot about the team's future and about what truly matters within the organization. So, if you're a fan, keep following, keep supporting, and be ready for what comes next, because this story is only beginning.